Hey guys, I hope all is well with everyone. So, this one here, we are going to be starting off with Education Tarot. I did say that we were going to start off with different ways you can shuffle, but before I started this and getting everything ready, I thought, you know what? The step before, Ray, the step before, the first initial step of tarot. What do you expect these people to know how to do for sure? Because you remember when you first started out, you didn't know. So let's help educate people. Okay, so we're gonna start off with what do we do with our deck when we first get it? So, and then our next one, next Monday, will be about shuffling. If I if if I'm able to get another one in this week, I'll probably try Friday, but we'll see. Okay. So, anyways, let's just say I got this deck out of the box. I first want to show you what deck I got because we're going to be using this throughout this whole, I want to say, segment, because it's just going to be all about, it's going to be called Tarot Education. If you want to see more, I will have a playlist that's called Tarot Education. Okay? So this deck here I got because I thought it was appropriate because this deck is based off of the American Renaissance era authors, and I love reading books, and also it's very nice, to be honest with you. I did not fully read this book, not yet, but it's very intriguing because it explains all the connections with the author of each card and the meaning of each card. It's very beautifully put together. Now this set here, it is a little bit more here. It was $34.99. I'm sorry, you probably can't see that. But look, you do get a sturdy box that you can always reuse as long as you take very good care of it. Good cardboard, very thick, sturdy. Really not even, it's like a higher standard wood, or cardboard, I mean. But anyways, you also get, you get what you pay for really when it comes to tarot cards. With a cheaper deck, like this deck here. This is, let's see if it's appropriate. Yeah, this one's alright. This is, it's like the sex deck. I don't remember the exact name. Oh my god, do I have it behind me? I do not. Shoot. But these come with like the little pamphlet ones. And this deck is like $10 to $13, just to give you an idea, okay? So let me put this to the side as well. Just wanted to give you an idea of, because if you're price shopping and shopping for tarot cards, you could get a little overwhelmed with different prices and trying to figure out, well, why is this one more? You only get so much in the description and the picture, and you want to know more, okay? So that's why it winds up being a little bit more, because you get more out of it. Now, this deck here, they are sturdy, but they're also flexible as well. Does seem very nice. I want to show you, they do have that's another thing that has to do with what you pay for, because there's also ones that are a lot thicker and thinner, a lot more glossier, a lot of different types. So when you first get a deck, what you initially want to do is, we won't do all of them here, but you want to go through each card one by one and gaze at it, spend a little time on each card, and you want to try to connect this card to your life. So it's easier for you, it's a technique to remember the definition and the meaning of the card. So, for example, the Fool card is all about leaping into a new journey. with a very high optimistic feeling, just diving right in, being very naive about it, very new on this journey, but very, very eager to start this journey and something new. So this is where the Fool begins his journey and then continues on to the Magician, where the Magician has, we'll get into more detail with each card specifically later on as we go through this. But the Magician card is where the Fool on his journey has all the ingredients to create what he wants to create. And he keeps it secret with the High Priestess. Beholds his secret knowledge and obtaining secret wisdom to create what he wants to create on this new journey. Okay, just to give you an example. So, what you want to do next, there's a few different ways you can do it. You could sit and meditate and imagine a bright white light around your deck of cards to cleanse them, to cleanse the aura. You could also let them sit in the moonlight, which will also be charging them as well. I don't charge my things in the moonlight. I leave my decks and my items around me while I use the rest of it in my aura, and the auras of everything else that I use. They absorb it and they learn a little bit more about me, and then I go back and use them, and we connect a little bit more, and we are understanding each other a little bit more as we continue on with that process. Now that's what works for me. That may not be what works for you. You have to play with it a little bit, and you'll be learning about yourself along this journey, which is part of the process. The Fool. You are the Fool when you get your first deck of cards. You can think of it that way as well, because you're beginning your new journey. You have another ingredient for your creation, for your journey. So, anywho, you can also use Palo Santo. You can use incense. You can use resin. If you use a charcoal disc and put it through the smoke, cleanse it. I like to use a sage stick. It is natural. I feel as though you use a few elements within this by using a sage stick. Sage, well, this also has lavender in it as well. So that is earth. I am earth energy. I am a Taurus. So I feel as though I work very well with earth items that come from earth. Also, as you see, I'm waving air, also fire to light it, and a spirit to use it. Could use water to put it out, but I don't recommend it if you want to continue using it. So first, what I would do is I would sage my aura, but you do have chakras in the palm of your hand. So I'm going in a circle here, clockwise, and then I will sweep around. This is really all you're doing, is sweeping your aura. I do like to get my chakras as well, because you're also cleansing them. And it's basically like you're bathing yourself with the sage smoke. You possibly would like to, depending on how you feel about where you're at, do the area around you as well. You're basically creating a circle, a safe spot. As you do this, I like to fan. So it's like coloring in the circle. covered all around. So then, take our deck, hold it very carefully. You want to also think in your mind of it being cleansed, of being new, and try to think about your journey up ahead, what you're going to learn. Think about positivity. I mean, ask for it to be cleansed. Ask for the sage to cleanse it. Ask whatever item you are using to cleanse your deck. Ask them. You don't have to say it out loud. You can always say it in your head. Just say it over and over again. Chant it in your head. Alright, I'm going to, where should I set this? I usually use something else. I don't normally use an ashtray. I have a little copper dish. Stand on your own. Oh, look at you, big boy. Alright. I really want to do more for you guys in this video. We will get into shuffling next, but I want to give you a little bit of a tip. When I first get a deck, I typically like to ask them, and we'll do this with shuffling, okay? Maybe even when we get into readings, going with the flow. So anywho, I usually like to ask them for the first question, tell me about yourself. And depending on what the answer is, what is your mission or your personality? Personality is always a good one. It's a way for you to personally connect with your brand new deck. So just cleansed it, okay? And you just put some of your energy into it as well. It just absorbed some of your energy while cleansing and while focusing on it. That's a very good start. And then asking questions about the deck alone, it will start to create this beautiful bond. And then after that, things for some of you might start coming naturally to you. Might start having dreams for some. You'll start to realize some of the things that you can do and some of the things that you thought you would want to do or could do and you can't. There's some things that I've tried. I can try, like, for example, the pendulum. I have everything for the pendulum. I can't get the pendulum to move. The Ouija board. I can use the Ouija board, but it only goes to no or goodbye. It's not of a monkey. And you don't want to push that stuff too far, especially the Ouija boards. I specifically don't because of my area. A lot of Native American heritage within this area. So I'm very careful and respectful about that. I think that's everything that you would really do when you get your first deck. Wow. I feel bad that it's such a short video because I usually do longer videos. If you're new to this channel, I do typically do celebrity readings. And in the springtime, I am planning on bringing back horoscopes while doing celebrity requests. I'm also currently doing 2023 predictions on celebrities. I am contemplating on doing a 2023 prediction on America. But that one kind of scares me. It's almost like asking, you know, when you're gonna pass. And at least that's the type of fear that I get. Because those are the type of questions you don't ask. Or you shouldn't ask. It's recommended that you don't ask those type of questions. Because it can create like some psychological craziness. Just throws you through a loop. That's really what it is. Puts you in a loop. I guess that's everything that I have for you guys today. If you'd like to see more in the future, hit that subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell, because I might be able to push some more in throughout the week. And there are going to be, I think, if I did quick math correctly, I think about 83 to 84 videos for Education Tarot. So, stay tuned. Until next time, you guys, auf Wiedersehen. Bye-bye.